This is a tutorial on a fun doubles trick I figured out called the half body lock kick-up. Start by holding both hoops in front of you in one hand and sticking one leg through them. Drop only the hoop that's closer to you so that it's held up in place by the hoop that's farther from you. Next, bend your knee so that your foot enters the lower hoop, and then re-extend your leg so that your foot is pushing the bottom hoop forward. At this point, make sure that your foot is flexed so that you keep the hoops exactly where they are. Now you can drop the upper hoop and grab the top of the lower hoop so that the hoops stay locked around the bottom part of your leg. You'll notice that if you do even a slight amount of kicking, that the tension around the lower part of your leg makes the hoop near your foot want to spring up. We're going to use the springiness to our advantage. Let go of what is now the upper hoop and use both hands to dive through the lower hoop as you do one big kick. Make sure you duck down enough so that the hoops can clear your head and fully lock around half of your body. Once you have the basic kick-up, we can start incorporating it into combos. One entrance I really like is using both hoops to do a down escalator. Once your hoops have reached the bottom of the escalator, you can use this point to let go of the hoop that's closest to you. Then all you have to do is use the upper hoop to position the hoops in front of you and execute the rest of the trick the same as before. Here I'm not using my hands to dive into the hoop, but you're welcome to if you think it looks better or helps you get it more consistently. Another really crowd-pleasing entrance is the walk the dog. Quickly in one motion, stick your leg through the hoop on the ground and use the hoop in your hand to pull both hoops up your thigh. Then tuck your foot behind the bottom hoop, let go, and lock the hoops just like before. As for exits, the full body lock is one of the most intuitive ways that we can transition out of the half body lock. Bend the knee of your locked leg and use your foot to step in front of the lower hoop. Then take your back leg and put it in the same place as your other one so that both legs are in the same part of the hoop. Try and grab the back hoop that's laying horizontally, pulling it over your head and snapping it into place. You are now in a full body lock. Of course, this means that any transition out of a full body lock is now available to you. One of my favorite exits out of the half body lock is the double wedgie. Once you're in the lock, secure the hoop that's behind you and release your foot from the lower hoop. Use one hand to pull the lower hoop up through the upper hoop and then guide it down into the wedgie position. If you've made it that far, then simply push your knees across your body and you're in the double wedgie. Thanks so much for watching my tutorial. This tutorial only covers a couple of the many possibilities of half body locks, but I hope watching it can inspire you to come up with some of your own combos using some of these concepts. Feel free to tag me in any of your success stories. I love seeing people explore new concepts, and I'm really glad if I can help contribute to them in any way. Happy hooping!